Yeah. We back on them. We gotta talk this boxing shit. We get started in a second. Hold up. Yeah. We back. Over the top, man. What's good? I need to find something else. Cursor was good. Man, you know we just about to feed it to old media. It's okay. It's not like a video game. Man, what the hell? Yeah, we just gonna keep it. We gonna keep it real West Coasty. Free like OJ all day. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. The marathon continues. Now picture is rolling. Yeah. My ambitious as a rider. We about to talk about this boxing game. Yeah, man, this Nip shit got me sad. This shit fucked up. We still mobbing though. In memory of Nip, neighborhood Nip, let's get it. It's good to see that at least, the very least, his message continues. You know, Nipsey Hussle, what he was aiming to do is brought people closer. I like that. You know, I do like that. It's a shame that we had to lose something for people to realize that. Make sure y'all come in. Heartless Production. Dave Thomas, what's up? We about to get started. We just warming up the mic. Yeah. Why look mad? Y'all supposed to be happy I'm free. Y'all look like y'all want me to stay in jail. Punk busters. Let's get it. Picture new media rolling. We free like OJ all day. Juicy Smollett. We free like him too. Colin Kaepernick. Picture me rolling, baby. Yeah. You know, I couldn't do this live stream without my iced coffee. Shout out to Starbucks. Yo. What up to Victor? We the victors. We control our own fate, our own destiny. Everything's good. We just chilling. Cali weather, at least up north, has been kind of weird. It's like a pleasant day, but looks a little gray. Where is everybody at? He said, we the victors. Yeah, this is the victory lap. Prolific. We on our victory lap now. Pictures rolling. We gotta talk about this stuff in the sport of boxing. Stay tuned. Yeah. That shit slap. Hey, what's the name? Blue Boy, Blueface. I ain't seen any of Crip. I ain't seen him say nothing about Nipsey. And he from the West Coast. That shit. I don't know, that Tatiana dude. He from the West Coast. He from LA. I thought he was like a Crip. He be wearing blue and shit. I ain't seen him say nothing about Nip. But shout out to T.I. and all the other people that, Trader Truth stood up for Nip. I seen Yo Gotti. A ton of people, really. The Game. Yeah, motherfucker on Compton. On Pyru. I put that on Pyru, blood. I put that on Pyru. Yeah. Yeah, The Game, I think he got a tattoo of Nip. He got a big ass portrait. Yeah, I did this for my homie Nip. But I didn't see that blue face dude. I didn't see him say nothing. So hopefully he come out. Or maybe he did say something. I don't know. Shout out to David Thomas. He said the hat rack is back. Where you see hats? Y'all just be saying stuff. He said the hat rack is back. Where you see the hat rack? I don't. Y'all must got X-ray vision or something. I don't see no hats. But maybe you guys got, the deleted scenes. Game gets tattooed every rapper that dies. I don't know about that. Shit, at least he willing to ink up his body. Let him do it. Rick Ross got a tattoo too of Nipsey Hussle face. So, see, some of y'all don't understand though. Like Nipsey Hussle and The Game did songs together, so you don't know what the extent of their relationship was. They both from LA. You know what I'm saying? I don't judge. See, you motherfuckers be like focused on the wrong shit. They focus on the crazy shit. Like, a man lost his life. If people want to pay respect, I know, but I'm just saying, if that's how he's paying tribute, let him do it. But like, the thing is, it's not even like people making it like he's clout chasing. But at the end of the day, I mean, that's his body. If he wants to ink up somebody he knew, somebody did songs with. Like I said, I don't know the extent of the relationship. I just know they did songs together. I won't deny you. I'm a straight rider. You don't want to fuck with new media. Let's get it. We about ready. Let's do a quick roll call. I'm only doing like 30 seconds of roll call, and then we're going to jump into it. City, state, zip. Let me know where the fuck you from. Let's hear it. City, state, zip. Rep where you from, bang where you from. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. Let's get it, West Coast. We outlaws. Shout out to DC. Shout out to Cleveland this evening. Westchester, NY, 914, Alief, Texas. Old media needs some relief, but shout out to Alief, 318, Tijuana. Made, Arizona, Made. Let's get it. Oakland, 94606. They looking into Nipsey's business partner. We have to wait and see. I heard some people accusing the cowboy dude of passing the burners, all type. I'm not, I don't do all that speculating. We gonna see what happens. Shout out to Purple City. Hey. All right, let's get it. Let's get into the content, Hey, these lives be lit. We had a good one on the vampire stream. Listen, let's jump into the content. Make sure you guys come in, smash the like button. YouTube is changing their model, so I don't know. I can't worry about whatever the fuck they're doing. Hey, Jose de Jesus. People were saying the audio was screeching and distorted. Have you heard that on my last 2 streams? I need to talk to someone trusted, because last time, no offense to anybody else, but I'm gonna lean on my channel members and shooters for this, because last time I was asking about the audio and people were like trying to troll and play games. I need to know if the audio is audible, if it sounds cool. So, Jose de Jesus, if you're a shooter, if you're a channel member, you know, so I could easily distinguish, let me know how the audio is. Is it still clipping and distorting? Okay, Jose de Jesus. Okay, Cody, shout out to channel members. That's what we talk about. He said everything's A1. All right, let's get into it. So, you guys seen the title of the video. I wanted to talk about this. Vasily Lomachenko, he just weighed in, made weight. Anthony Corolla made weight. You know, the fight, to me, it hasn't really received a lot of promotion. It hasn't, you know, I don't really hear a lot of people talking about it. You know, that's Lomachenko versus Corolla. It's just mandatory, so, you know, it is what it is. That's who he has to. Can say whatever you want about new media and all this and that, but the reality is that we run the game. The reality is that there's a lot of companies that are investing in other markets outside of America and trying to pitch everything else non-American to Americans. You get what I'm saying? That's cool. Listen, I don't want to sound like I'm, you know, fucking like I'm against anybody, because that's not, I'm not Hitler, you know, I don't care where you're from and shit like that. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of people who are trying to, you know, I don't know if they're feeding into the stereotypes. I don't know if people are racist. Mikey's broken, audio's broken. All right, we go vote. Is the audio sounding messed up right now? If the audio is broken, then he could stay. But if it's not, he gotta go. I'm gonna do this one more time because I just went through my channel members. Is the audio messed up right now as I'm speaking? Okay, remove Fazil Duran. I told y'all. We just went through this. He's talking about Mikey broken, audio broken. Nah, oh well. Find a new channel. Nah, you trolling, bro. We don't trust you. You looking like the ops. Bow. Oh my God. Bow. Gotta listen. I'm not here for all the trolling shit right now. I entertain y'all when I want to entertain the trolls. Anywho, Lomachenko's fighting. There's a lot of companies, big box companies, and like I said, they got to put some respect on these American fighters' names. This is how I see it. New media, I'm just going to keep pushing and moving the needle forward, growing my brand, giving everyone a fair shake like I always do. But, you know, we got to start promoting the right things in boxing. There's a lot of stuff. And then the worst thing about it is they take certain fighters, and I don't have a problem with any fighter, but I got to call it how I see. The thing is, they take certain fighters and they put them on this upper echelon and the highest of pedestals and the highest of praise. And then you look at the fighters and you look at the fighters' actions, and they're not being held to a standard in which they're praised. That's a problem. You can't say Vasily Lomachenko is better than Muhammad Ali without showing me him doing Muhammad Ali style stuff. Like, how is it that Muhammad Ali, to be Muhammad Ali, you know, to adapt from Cassius Clay and to even become the Muhammad Ali that we all know and love, right? He had to do X, Y, and Z. Yet Lomachenko can lose his second pro fight, you know, have some struggle with the guy Tank Davis easily beat and stopped, go the distance with like a Jose Pedraza who's new to the weight class. His best win was like Ray Beltran, who, you know, fought for a lot of titles but didn't get them. Like, he lost to Terrence Crawford, shit like that. I'm not gonna, you know, Ray Beltran, he's a veteran, but I'm not gonna go back of the day, you know, and break down the whole timeline. But the bottom line is someone with 12, 13 fights and a loss, and he's already being compared to Muhammad Ali, you know. But again, first of all, I don't agree with the comparison because I see no similarities. He don't fight like he don't fight like Muhammad Ali. He don't have the charisma of Muhammad Ali. You know, he's not American like Muhammad Ali. He's not, you know, his defense don't look like Muhammad Ali. You know, I don't know about his chin. I don't know if he has Muhammad Ali's chin. It's just nothing Muhammad Ali about him. You know, if you want to compare him to someone who he's stylistically, you know, I see more Pacquiao semblance. He's like Pacquiao without power, you know, without the same type of Pacquiao power, more than Muhammad Ali, you know. And more like Amir Khan when he was with Freddie Roach than Muhammad Ali or some shit. But that's what I'm saying, man. Like they take a bunch of non-American fighters and try to tell Americans this is who you should support, and the people from your own soil, from your own cities and streets and avenues and boulevards, fuck them. You know, we're gonna offer all this money to Tyson Fury, but the people who grew up, you know, that might have went to your same high school that you may have seen at your local mall or bowling alley, fuck them guys. That's not bragging now. We're not accepting that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of it. Make sure you guys smash the like button. Listen, there's enough room for everybody to eat, everybody to get down, but they perpetually continually disrespect American fighters. You know, Tevin Farmer, you know, what he's done in terms of since his loss, you know, he's done remarkable things. Why? How come he ain't getting 100 million? You know, he's like offensive, he's defensive. You see, this is what I'm saying. There's a lot of people who, I'm trying to think of how I could say it. They take from certain cultures, get the credit, you know, even they get the credit for it, but what they're doing is something that there's, like, let's say, okay, I'm a huge Eminem fan. I like Eminem. He's lyrically, wordplay wise, he's up there. You know, he's one of the greatest lyricists. But Eminem gets an immense amount of credit for lyricism, and there's for every one Eminem, there's like 5 to 10 known black lyricists that are raw too. You know, that don't get any credit. That's the you see what I'm saying? Like Elzai, Royce the 5'9", what's the name? From the Roots, Black Thought, you know, Latino or black, like, you know, Big Pun, Big L. And that's what we see. You know, when it's in the bottom line, it's like when it's in a package that you like, that you want to promote, then people get behind it. You get what I'm saying? Then people get behind it. Someone said, or Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know, yeah, he's similar, like with the Culture Vulture. Onyx was doing that shit before Tekashi might have even been born. You know what I'm saying? Onyx was doing that New York gritty sound and yelling, slam, da da da. Like, oh yeah, Big Pun was definitely nasty. But that's just the reality of it. And I mean, Eminem would tell you this because he said it in his songs. He said, if I was black, I would have sold half. I ain't have to graduate from Lincoln High School to know that. Like he told you. He said, if I was black, I would have sold half. But I can rap, so fuck school. I'm too good to go back. Like he told you. So I know I'm not reinventing the wheel here. You know, white America, I could be one of your kids. White America, little Eric looks just like it. Like he told you. Yeah, Onyx had that energy before Tekashi was even probably thought of. But like I said, when it's in a package deal that you want, then you promote it. But like Justin Timberlake, I like Justin Timberlake. He could, you know, he could sing, he could dance, he got soul. You know, Robin Thicke, he could sing. But the thing is, for every Robin Thicke, how many people, how many black singers have you seen like that? Avant, Jesse Powell, you know, the guys from Jagged Edge. You know, this is nothing new, you know. But because it's like a blonde hair, blue eyed Justin Timberlake doing it, you're like, oh shit, he could sing, because maybe you didn't expect it. And the thing is, there's a lot of fair skinned fighters in boxing, and they don't even have stereotypical styles. I don't like to label people's styles because I don't think there's Mexican style or whatever. But if you look at the way Canelo fights, you look at the way Lomachenko fight, they don't fight like a lot of the other people from their immediate era. Like it's like they took a step, like maybe their idols, because Canelo says his idols were Julio Cesar Chavez, Oscar, and Muhammad Ali. You know, guys like that. Maybe even Mike Tyson, he might have said that. But, you know, so he took an extra ounce of care to study him. And I know he doesn't admit it, but I know he studied Floyd, Canelo. Same thing with Lomachenko. He told you his favorite fighter was Roy Jones Jr. So, you know, people emulate and stuff, and then they try to get all the credit. But the thing is, like I said, to summarize this, Lomachenko's a good fighter, 2-time gold medalist. We all respect that. He has skills. He has footwork. But to compare him to Muhammad Ali, how is it that Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay, had to do X, Y, and Z to even become Muhammad Ali? And then Lomachenko, even when he had less than 10 fights and a loss, people were saying that he was greater than Muhammad Ali, or he's equivalent in some form or fashion. It don't work like that. You got to earn your stripes, just like this boxing game. One of the reasons that I'm the people's champion is because I have longevity in this game. I've been doing it. I've been hitting y'all over the head with facts and, you know, new media movement and content. You know, content is king. I've been hitting y'all over the head for a discerned amount of time. If I was a new channel, like y'all never knew who I was, and I started a channel and I put out videos for 2 weeks, you can't just say I'm the greatest. How am I the greatest? You know, how am I the greatest channel and I've been out for 3 months? Wouldn't make sense, would it? So you gonna say I'm better than every other even if you loved my content, you go just say I'm better than everybody, motherfuckers that have been paving the way for 6 years, and I haven't even proven I can sustain that. Lomachenko don't even have 20 fights. What are we talking about? How could we compare him to even a Terrence Crawford, and he don't even have 20 fights? Crawford got 30 plus fights doing this. Crawford's been undefeated for 30 something some odd fights. That's a lot of data. Lomachenko's amateur experience has nothing to do with this, because there's a lot of decorated amateurs who can't transition as pros. And I'm not saying Lomachenko's one of them. However, there's a lot of people that they don't even make it. So amateurs is amateurs. Listen, if amateurs and pros were the same thing, then why would people make a deal when they sign a hot prospect out of the amateurs? Because it's a whole different ranking. You know, if amateurs are the same as pros, you would see Shakur Stevenson, you know, you would see Ryan Garcia, guys with amateur background. Why didn't Ryan Garcia fight Tank already? Because you have to build him up. You get what I'm saying? You have to build Ryan Garcia up. Even though he has experience from the amateurs, he has to develop his pro style. So we talk about different things here, you know? And like I said, people will take this as a slight, like I'm bashing Lomachenko or, you know, racist or some bullshit, but whatever. The bottom line is you can't disprove what I'm saying. Lomachenko is good, but let him earn it, you know, just like anyone else. Like how is it that Floyd Mayweather got to earn his keep for 22 years and do all the things he done and broke records to be considered Floyd Money Mayweather, to get what he's gotten? You know, he had to fight Arturo Gatti, have a lower pay-per-view, to later become, you know, several fights later, fight De La Hoya and become the cash cow of the sport. But Lomachenko could take a loss, and they still saying because he beat Gary Russell and Nicholas Walters. Where's Nicholas Walters been? Ever since that loss, where's he been? If he's a Hall of Famer, why is he not active? We've seen several guys, you know, Lou Canelo, he lost. Mayweather beat him, he lost, but he's already back on top of the sport. Where's Nicholas Walters? Where's Miguel Marriaga? You know, Jose Pedraza came back and got stopped. You know, we haven't seen anyone like deal with the adversity of losing and then come back and do legendary things, except for, I guess, Gary Russell, that Lomachenko has fought. But the difference is Gary Russell he hadn't really fought anyone at the time Lomachenko fought. You know, he was just kind of like an urban legend. People were checking for Gary Russell. You know, so again, Lomachenko, if you really want to compare him to Muhammad Ali, why doesn't he have to have a Muhammad Ali type of resume. That's what I need to know. If you guys have an educated answer for that, I would love to hear it. If I'm wrong, excuse me. If I'm wrong, then please tell me how Lomachenko has a Muhammad Ali-esque resume. Like, obviously per capita. You know, Muhammad Ali fought Ken Norton, obviously Foreman, Leon Spinks. He fought Trevor Berbick, who later Mike Tyson beat. You know, Muhammad Ali fought Larry Holmes. So what are we talking about? Like, how? Frazier? Who is he beat? You know, they just did a movie about Chuck Wepner with Liev Schreiber. It's on Netflix. I haven't watched it yet, though. You know. So what are we talking about? Like, Cleveland Williams. Like, Muhammad Ali's a legend. And he fought some of these guys multiple times. Shout out to the shooters for holding it down. I see what y'all doing. I appreciate that. I don't care about Gervonta Davis or Rolly. Not as people, but I don't care about them fighting. Is that an announced fight? Okay, then. Exactly. Sonny Liston. Listen, this is what they always do. They try to come up with these distractions. I don't care about two Mayweather Promotions fighters fighting. That's not an announced fight. I don't care about that. Like, I'm literally asking a specific, to the point, straight edge question, and people changing the subject. If you want to talk about Barbie dolls and Ninja Turtles or whatever, just go somewhere else. Sometimes on my streams, we hone in and focus in. I don't care about Rolly versus Tank. Is that an announced fight? Okay, then. Yeah, in prime George Foreman. Shout out to Icy the One. Yeah, Foreman who was punching and denting heavy bags. That Foreman. You know what I'm saying? The Foreman who would later, years later, knock out champion Michael Moore in a fight he was losing. Yeah, that Foreman. And Muhammad Ali fought him in his prime when it was at the maximum risk. That's what I'm saying. We ain't seeing who's Lomachenko's foreman? Nicholas Walters, Miguel Madriaga, Jorge Linares. Come on, bro. This is what I'm talking about. This is the problem with old media. That's why they're a dying breed, because the more I talk and the more new media puts they statements out, the more you guys see what I'm talking about. You guys can't explain it. These comparisons, I've told you from the beginning, they need to stop. Like, and I'm like this in all. Like, you know, I remember Jet Li came out and they're comparing him to Bruce Lee. Jet Li's cool, but he's not Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee came out at the time he came out. He's a philosopher. Bruce Lee is Bruce Lee. Jet Li is Jet Li. You know, it is what it is. You know, and people always want to like compare some shit, you know. And then in the fight world, people don't give credit to a lot of times the black fighters. And then after they're dead and gone or just retire from the sport, now it's a praise to be, oh, he fights like, you know, Mike Tyson. But when Mike Tyson was here, you was calling him a monster. You know, when he was an active fighter, you know, you was calling him a brute and a monster and a caveman. You know, barbaric. You know, he has no couth. But then now all of a sudden, you know, Triple G is a guy who fights nothing like Mike Tyson. To build him up, they'll be like, oh, he's the new Mike Tyson. No, he's not. Mike Tyson had head movement. Triple G don't got head movement like that. This is what we talking about. Yeah, Ernie Shavers is a huge puncher. Liston was a killer when Ali fought him. That's what I'm saying. You got these big, burly-ass heavyweights. Muhammad Ali was talking shit. Block Diego Nacha. Yeah, this is not your opportunity because the shooter's coming from you. Motherfucker talking about ego versus fury. Yeah, keep playing them kid games. We're going to put you in, you know, goof timeout. Get rid of him. You know, these dudes is, oh, ego versus fury. Yeah, you versus being blocked. How about that? You versus blockdom. Evgeny blocked them. That's my new fighter that I want you to fight. His name is Evgeny blocked them. Blocked. Get rid of this motherfucker. Shout out to Javier. He says, I'm a Canelo fan. And he definitely took a page off Mayweather. Yeah, definitely. And see, that's what I'm saying. Some people get mad at that. Like, Canelo definitely took plays out of the Mayweather. So did Conor McGregor. People won't admit this stuff, because they got pride and they want to act like they're originals or whatever. But it is what it is. Mayweather, he took from Muhammad Ali's and Pernell Whitaker's and shit. So it's kind of what happens. And then you formulate it into your own style. Muhammad Ali said Ray Robinson was his, idol. So anyway, that's just my thoughts with the whole Lomachenko situation. See, the other thing is this: you got these networks, and they acting like everybody who's not from America is this big star, and that's just simply not the case. It takes time, it takes energy, it takes a concerted effort to make a star in boxing. Boxing there's no governing body. It's not like the NBA or NFL. It's a niche sport, and for some years boxing kind of lost its way where it wasn't in the mainstream. So, you got to take time and introduce the public to people and get them on the side. And naturally, people are going to resonate to what they want. Like, you think racist motherfuckers want Jordan Peele Get Out to be successful? Probably not. But if it resonated with the culture, if it resonated with moviegoers, then it is what it is. Period. You can't stop that. That's what I'm saying. That's why these promoters, you obviously you're there to promote. You want to build up your guy in certain regards, but going over the deep end, that's not, to me, that's never been the way. Because if anything, you putting an unfair pressure on them, and then when they can't live up to it, then you look crazy. Like, let's say I had a singer, let's say I had a record label, and I was like, man, this dude, let me tell you, he could sing. He's the best singer. He better than Tevin Campbell, Bobby Brown in his prime, Gerald Levert, Luther Vandross. This boy could sing, and I put hella extra on it. And he could sing, he could hold a note, but he sing like Slim from 112. Like, okay, he could sing, but you did too much. You said he better than Bobby Brown in his prime and Luther and, Gerald Levert and legends. You know what I'm saying? Like, you said he could sing better than Tevin Campbell and Jesse Powell and, Genuine and all types of. What's so different? 9 o'clock. Oh, so that's the reality. It's a thing called, I call it over promoting. Promote the fighter, yes. Get them exposure and in the venues and put them before the crowd, yes. But when you start doing Muhammad Ali and all, no, that ain't it, Chief, in my opinion. And then, like I said, there's other fighters who, in my honest opinion, Terrence Crawford looks harder to beat than Lomachenko, which makes sense because Lomachenko has a loss. We'll see how Terrence Crawford does with Amir Khan. But to me, I'm thinking he moved up to the new weight class, and I already consider him one of the top two. From my theory or my intuition is telling me him and Errol Spence are the top guys. You know what I'm saying? And it becomes also predictable. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Like Lomachenko. Let's say, first of all, he has to get past Corolla. If he gets past Corolla, he'll probably fight Richard Comey rather than Teofimo. Block Diego Nacha. Block him again. This motherfucker respawned in my chat. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Shooters, block him again. Bro, if you motherfuckers get blocked for saying some stupid shit, then you come back and remind us all that you got blocked, you getting blocked again. Because at the very bare bones minimum, you should have probably just carry on with regular conversations. But if you just coming back, I'm blocked, you blocked me, yeah, you're getting blocked again. because you're a disruption. We don't care, bro. This is classes in session. We all trying to learn this boxing stuff and spread and pass information. You a distraction, motherfucker. You blocked me. I'm blocked. How did I get blocked up? All right, blocked. These motherfuckers respawning and shit. This ain't no video game. You ain't gonna keep responding. We gonna get you. If they keep responding, my shooters gotta respawn. They respawn and we gonna respawn. Bow. Oh my gosh, bars. I said if they respawn, then my shooters will respawn. We not playing with y'all. If they respawn, then we gonna respawn. Bow. Got him. You spot him, I got him. Shooters. Y'all know it. If whatever his name, Diego, where in the world is Carmen Diego, Diego Nacha, Diego Nachos, any variation of this motherfucker come back, block him. I'm not playing with y'all. Kershaw said we the response team. That's what I'm saying. First unit. Bah, oh my God, we like to SWAT. Let's get it. Constantly trying to distract from what we doing. Shout out to Jeremy. Thanks, big dog. Your info is always on point. Salute. Appreciate y'all. This is what I'm here for. But that's my thing. I feel like let all these fighters be who they want to be. Or not be who they want to be who they're going to be. You know, rather than, motherfuckers acting like wannabes. No, I'm just trying to rhyme. But, yeah, like I said, Lomachenko, he's good. But watch him if he gets past Corolla. Fight Richard Comey. Jose ain't playing with y'all. Hey, Jose ain't playing. Shout out to Jose. That motherfucker ain't playing. Hey, he got blocked off his name, bro. Jose was, yeah, all right. Oh my gosh. Jose been going hard. But yeah, that's my thing. But here's the thing. Like I said, keep doing it if you want. Keep sign all the Triple G's and Lomachenkos and Vodstick and, Everclear, whoever, sign everyone else outside of America, Tyson Fury. Keep doing that at these companies if that's what they want, then keep boosting them and saying everybody else is this great and Americans are this. Keep doing it, because in the end, we're going to see if that's the way to go and that's the way to budget your money. And DAZN, let's talk about them. They made a mistake. DAZN got all their business out public. When they do an offer with like Wilder, everybody know about it. Everybody know about everything. Now they offer Wilder 3 fights, $100 million. That's a visual. That's an actual number and a reference point. The rumor is they offered Klitschko 80 to 120 mil or something crazy. But now Klitschko said he got offered 80 mil and he won 100. Now he won 100. So you put all your information out there, what you offered Wilder in a meeting that went nowhere. And when I say nowhere, I meant, yeah, it's cool you establish a point of contact or, seeing the person face to face. But in the grand scheme of things, he's fighting on Showtime next. So that's what I mean by went nowhere, because he's not on DAZN right now. If he does in the future, that's what his business. But as of right now, he stayed loyal to Showtime, right? So now Klitschko want more money. Listen, if DAZN gives Klitschko $100 million, then I don't know what to tell you. Klitschko is a legend, but it's a business too. These dudes are just man, if I would listen, for me, I would sign Klitschko to a 1-fight deal. At least just cash him out on 1 fight, see how he looks, and then talk more bit. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, look at the NFL, look at the NBA. When there's a person who's like, was in the league and, arguably they seen better days, the Raiders or the Niners or somebody, they're going to sign them to like a 1-year deal to see how they look. Like let's say Tim Tebow, and say the Raiders want an extra, they're not going to put him in no long-term situation. They're going to have him on deck as a backup, sign him to a 1-year contract or something, see how he produces, and then they'll get back. If he has a great monster season and makes a huge splash or impact on the team, then obviously they'll try to keep him. Fucking French Montana stay blocking the boy Diego. Block this dude. This man said D-Ego. He want to be me. Yeah, I'm French Montana. I'm a French Montana yo chick too when I see it. Didn't he have one of the Kardashians? Yeah, leave me with your chick. I'm a French Montana her. I'm going to take her to get some French fries. I'm a French kiss. You know, we going to eat crepes. Yeah, leave me. I'll French Montana her. Keep playing with me if you want. Motherfuckers be working at Circuit City trying to talk to the Don. And I know what y'all thinking. Circuit City, they closed. Exactly. Motherfuckers working at Circuit City. That's how I know these dudes be bums. Because they be purposely filling out job applications with places that closed. So you can't call for like a background check. You can't call for references. You know, they be applying for jobs at like Kohl's and shit. And it'd be like last employer, Circuit City, Toys R Us, Mervin's, Payless. Like, you picking all places that is closed so nobody could check your track history. You're like, man, talk to my old manager. Like, motherfucker, they closed. I see what y'all be doing. That's what y'all be doing for y'all references and shit. Motherfucker talking about CompUSA, Montgomery Wards. Like, motherfucker, they been closed. Fuck is you talking about? I think Kmart's still open. Yeah, Blockbuster Video. Shout out to Sterling. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, man, I used to rewind the VHS tapes. Like, what? They had you rewinding some tapes on some shit? Yeah, I was the best tape rewinder ever. You know, it's a shame that Netflix came out. Get the fuck up out of here. Jaime Sandoval, $2 super chat. I really worked at Toys R Us. That's funny. Shout out to Jaime. Hey, Toys R Us was dumbass big. Motherfucking kids getting kidnapped and shit, bro. That shit was like, at least the one out here in Fairfield. That shit was hella big, bro. Fake ass Disneyland. Like, Toys R Us. I would hate to be a parent and go to Toys R Us. Kids be losing their fucking mind. Like, I want a motherfucking Care Bear. Crying and shit, bro. What? You ever talk to a little kid and then they fuck around and cuss? You didn't even know they was capable of cussing yet? That shit, that kind of, it's like scary. It's almost like someone possessed them. Like, who taught you that? How you know that? I was talking to my boyfriend and he was like, fuck you. What? We got beef? Like, it's like low-key weird when a kid just cussed for you didn't know they cussed and you just hear them cuss and say something out of pocket. Fuck you, go find a Tatiana. Like, what the fuck? How you know about these things? Oh my gosh. I have been ego gay lover for years. Hold on, I'm gonna read it. His name is Ego Tranny Wife. I have been ego gay lover for years. He is abusive and hiding me. Ego a liar just like Wilder. Damn. This is low-key sad. Trash ego. Like, really? Damn. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Bro. I don't even know what to say. That's just low-key sad, bro. He says, I have been Ego's gay lover and he's hiding me. All right. Like, I don't know what you want me to say to that, bro. The fuck? You tell me who what? I see them, they run. Like, I mean, whatever. Like I said, I can't wait. Show me some pictures of me with whoever you say, Caitlyn or Fishnet. I'm gonna wear the picture. Like, let me see. You don't see no Bobby Valentino tapes of me and none of that. But I would love to see it. I ain't Bobby Valentino. Slow down. I just wanna get to know you. Yeah, motherfucker, you need to slow down. All right, these motherfuckers got you. So yeah, whatever. I'm waiting for this National Enquirer scandal. Ego has alien baby with Tatiana bitch. Aliana. Like, what? Y'all be desperate as fuck, bro. Ego has an alien baby with Aliana. Like, get the fuck up out of here. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm gonna show you some Independence Day. Welcome to Earth, motherfucker. Like, I fucked an alien. Ego fucks femalian chick. Aliana. Like, these motherfuckers desperate. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm gonna give you that fire in the sky. Like, what? I gotta look at y'all like Russell Westbrook in that locker room. What? Hey, you crazy. Y'all be desperate for real. Cause don't nobody believe the bullshit you selling. Ego fucks alien chick. I might do it too. Yeah, give me that fucking hole in the back of your neck. I might do it, but I haven't. He said, was the alien thick? That's what I'm saying. If they got that intergalactic shit, I might fuck around with an alien, just to be real. Sorry, mama, but if she got cake, like dumbass cakes from the Milky Way or some shit, hey, fuck it. They just released pictures of black hole, she might have flew up out that motherfucker. We gonna see the black hole, you know what I'm saying? You dig? Bob Arum likes to throw rocks at the media. I thought you were, like, I don't know why I read that as literal. Like, Bob Arum, fuck you, guy. like was really skipping rocks under it. I don't know. I thought he really threw rocks, literally, the way you wrote that. It said when it's fight weekend, talking about how he gonna call Al Heyman if Crawford wins. He already has his next fight planned. Yeah, all right. But see, the thing is this. My thing is this. Here's my thing. If you know what the funny thing is? the dude's initial comment wasn't even that crazy, but I still seen that he was a little off, and I had my shooters remove him. And then now he's revealed true self. He's revealed him true self in this comment. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you notice, he wasn't going off the deep end. He just said something stupid, and I told him to block, because I told you, I smell a rat. I could spot these dudes. Look, he back. Ego tranny side bitch. I am Ego side piece. We have a threesome with Sloppy Wilder's mouth. Ego. Yeah, bro. I can't read all that, bro. Garbage ego, nasty ego, fake ego. Hey, y'all shoot. Y'all, see, the shooters be playing. They be like chewing gum and shit. Like, look at this, bro. Y'all be letting them go in on me, bro. Y'all be like doing that. Like, oh, we gonna get him in a minute, but that motherfucker got off hella rounds on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, stupid ego, bitch ego, fucking ego. Damn, y'all let him get off on me. He was getting off on me. Shooters that got no chill. They was letting him throw them shots at the throne like that, bro. If he comes back, just block him. You know what it is. I can't let, this maniac stop what we doing. He said we gotta find. This is sad. Icy said we gotta find a way to block his IP address. Bro, whatever. Like I said, you tell me who won. We talking boxing, they talking everything but. Oh yeah, ego hid me in the closet like R. Kelly and pissed on me. All right, bro. I pissed on transgender or whatever the fuck you talking about, bro. I did it. Now what? Can we move on? Oh, he had me locked in shackles and, You put a thorn crown around my head and peed on me. All right, bro. That's what I did. We done? Can I talk some more boxing now? Oh, he made me wear Depends diapers and shit on myself and smell it for weeks. Like, okay, bro. What else? Anything else? Like, for real? But anyway, yeah, man. Like, the thing with the Bob Arum situation is this. Is you have in-house fights that could have been made in the past, like Pacquiao versus Ruslan Provodnikov. That would have been better than Brandon Rios or Chris Algieri. Never made. And I heard the sparring sessions were wars, but you didn't want to risk Pacquiao like that because he was a cash cow, and Ruslan does have power, right? Then you had Terrence Crawford versus Pacquiao. Never made. HBO wanted it. Arum said he wanted it. Still didn't get made. You have Teofimo, who's hawking and calling out Vasily Lomachenko. Lomachenko's fighting on a Friday against Anthony Corolla, his mandatory. You get what I'm saying? So if they have in-house fights like that, I think they have. Doesn't Top Rank have Beterbiev and Vodstick? So this doesn't make sense. If I'm not mistaken, Beterbiev now is with Top Rank and Vodstick. So that would be a great fight. So I can't really truly believe all the Crawford and Spence is your highest priority, and none of these other people are fighting. And once again, even if it is your highest priority, why is the black fighter, he is put in this situation where he just got to fight all types of different styles, and then you have to match him with arguably his, antithesis, the two best welterweights, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. So Crawford got to go from Khan to Errol Spence, but Vodstick can fight Adonis Stevenson, I wish him a speedy recovery, and then fight, Boogaloo Johnson in Philly, Newton Gumbo or whatever the dude's name was. How does this make sense? So why is Vodstick, why does he get to fight Adonis Stevenson for a title, and his first title defense is Boogaloo Johnson? But Terrence Crawford got to fight Jeff Horn, his very first fight, move up 7 pounds, and fight Jeff Horn, a guy who's a big welterweight, big puncher with the Pacquiao win. Beats him. Then he has to fight a taller Jose Benavidez. Then he beats him, last round knockout. Then now he's fighting a totally different style than the first two welterweights he fought. A guy who's maybe a half inch taller than him, crazy speed, and is hard to outbox. And then now he has to fight Errol Spence, really? But then Vodstick beats Adonis, which was his major step up. He won the fight. He became a champion. His first title defense is in Philly against Gary Gumbo. Pot of gold. Come on, man. Like, this stuff doesn't even... Yeah, Boogaloo Johnson and shit, bro. Like, come on. Like, because either way, even if that's the case, why is Terrence Crawford being matched so crazy? Same thing with Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley had to fight Pacquiao fucking 3 times. Ruslan Provodnikov. Pacquiao don't have to fight Ruslan. But, immediately after the Pacquiao got robbed or whatever versus Bradley, Bradley's fighting him. Bradley got to fight Marquez. Bradley got to fight Diego Chavez, It's like Top Rank, it's like almost like they matched their black fighters in like some Mortal Kombat Kumite shit. But then meanwhile, like I said, Vodstick, he's fighting Curtis Blow and Melly Mel and shit. Like, why did he get to fight them? And you have Beterbiev. Somebody, like I said, somebody got to explain why I ain't got shit. Somebody make that make sense. How come Vodstick steps up, beats Adonis fair and square, It's unfortunate what happened to Adonis Stevenson. But his very next fight, he fighting Mutombo or whoever the fuck, Gumbo. But if he gets past Khan, he got to fight Errol Spence. Come on, man. That don't even sound right. And it's not just Vodstick. Look at Artur Beterbiev. He's a fucking champ. He's a champ. Why he not fighting Vodstick? Artur Beterbiev is with Top Rank ESPN. He fighting Calum Johnson and Johnson and Don Johnson. Like people like that. Why did he get to fight them? But Crawford got to immediately fight. That's why it doesn't sound believable. And if it is believable, then why are you matching Crawford like these Mortal Kombat Kumite type matchups where he just has to keep like fighting like hardcore motherfuckers in or around his division or whatever. But then Vodstick gets to fight Gumbo, Crab Leg Charles and shit. And then the fight wasn't even good. You know, Gumbo, he like twisted his leg. I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. Motherfucker, my neck and my back. Like, what's wrong, Gumbo? My leg, my back, my neck and my back. Like, what the fuck even happened in that fight, bro? Y'all better start playing with new media. You know this stuff don't make sense. My neck and my back. Oh, I want 150,000 to rematch Vodstick. But we can settle out of court right now for $20. Fool, get your punk ass up. It ain't even wet over here. It ain't even wet over here, cuz. Like, get your punk ass up. Get your mork ass up off this floor. It ain't even wet over here, Buster. Oh, I'm suing Top Rank for 150,000. But we can settle out of court right now for $20. Man, get your ass, like. So stop it. Either way, it don't make sense. Either you're matching Crawford crazy with hardcore competition, and other people don't seem. Crawford, look at his schedule. His first fight in the welterweight division is a title shot with Jeff Horn. Then his title defense is a 6 foot or 5'12" or 11, whatever, Jose Benavidez, unbeaten. Now he's fighting Amir Khan, stylistically different. Then he got to go fight Errol Spence. I don't believe it. I'm sorry. I don't believe it. So to me, it sounds like, and you know what the thing is? I don't believe the Errol Spence fight is really the target. I think it's like clout chase. But beyond that, I could see this is with Top Rank. It seems like they push the black fight. Like a lot of black fighters just have to fight rugged ass competition. That's what I see. And then you have like Eastern European fighters that they have, and then they fighting whoever. You know, they have certain people. I feel like people got to understand this American market. There's money here, but they feel it's like they have this like protective custody for certain fighters, and then everyone else who doesn't, you know, qualify, the black channels, you know, they got to just fight whoever. Like it's come on, man. You know, because there's been like who's Gilberto Ramirez's next opponent? He's moving up to light heavyweight. Who is he fighting? Blacks got to work 2 times as hard for recognition. That's how it is for us, period. See, that's what I'm saying. They got black people fighting like the slave fight in Django. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy. Like, Shakur Stevenson has 10 fights, and then motherfucker fighting a guy with double the fights of him and only 1 loss. And he has knockout power, his opponent. That's Shakur's in 10 fights. That's his opponent. That's good, you know? Like, that's what we talking about. These are the double standard. Why Vodstick get to fight Gumbo? Why can't Terrence Crawford fight somebody? Why is he got to fight Errol Spence next? Like, really? So to me, it kind of seems like a clout chase with that. Because, like I said, you guys explain this. How is it that Top Rank has these? It's not even just Top Rank. DAZN be doing this too. You want to make this inter-network co-promotional deal, and you want to make it so bad, yet you have in-house fights that are great, and nobody thinks to make those, and that's the easiest to make. See, PBC, at the very least, they're making first of all, Al Heyman, there's a misconception. See, the game is so crazy, bro. When I say these truths, nobody rebuts them, but then they say, oh, you work for PBC. So you're not telling me what I said was wrong. You're just saying some bullshit. Oh, you work for PBC. Doesn't even make sense. Refute what I'm saying. There's this misconception that Al Heyman don't let his people work with other networks. You know, oh, he's the cancer of boxing, all this shit. But Al Heyman sent guys clear over to other networks to get that bag, right? That weren't mandatories. That weren't necessarily mandatories. he was working with Amir Khan, sent him over to get slaughtered by Canelo on HBO. Charles Martin sent him over to a matchroom card in the UK to get slaughtered by AJ. Dominic Breazeale, undefeated heavyweight. If Dominic Breazeale didn't get sent to the UK in Joshua's first title defense, guess what? He would still be undefeated right now. Dominic Breazeale went and fought AJ. You know, Al Heyman sent Felix Diaz, who is like arguably had no losses, depending on how you look at, you know, to fight Terrence Crawford on HBO. He sent John Molina Jr. to fight Terrence Crawford. You know, Al Heyman, he's proven through his words. Daniel Jacobs versus Triple G on HBO pay-per-view. Zurdo versus Tom Carpensy, a guy who, you know, just got knocked out by Adonis Stevenson. And he had like Chad Dawson, he fought him. See, I know my boxing. Block the Diego dude again. We don't care what you're talking about. Beg for mercy. Hey, beg. Beg for mercy. Kiss the pinky ring. Hey, kiss the pinky ring. But anyway, Danny Jacobs, he fought Triple G on an HBO pay-per-view card. Not all these fights were mandatory. Not all of them were mandatory. I don't even know how many of them were even mandatory. But name the top rank, name when they sent Terrence Crawford over to fight anybody on PBC. That's what I'm saying. People oftentimes project. Name non-mandatory, because mandatory is different. You can't get out of that or you lose your position or lose your belt. Name a time where Top Rank send a top player to another. They like when they had Pacquiao, they sent him over to fight Danny Garcia on a PBC card. You know, when they had Ruslan Provodnikov, they sent him over to fight, you know, Adrian Broner on a PBC card. Non-mandatory. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to know your boxing. People say Al Heyman is the cancer. People say Al Heyman is prohibiting fights. But he's at least, I just gave you several examples of him non-mandatorily where he sent his fighters over to opposing networks, other channels, so they could get that bag, get that bread. You know, he allowed Deontay Wilder to have a meeting with DAZN and see what was up, see what the best deal was for himself. He allowed fighters that he represents, like Brandon Rios and Jesse Vargas, to go over there on DAZN and make some money. But they say Al Heyman's a cancer. So explain this to me. If I'm not making no sense to y'all, that's fine. Explain that. Y'all gonna have to explain today. When have we seen Top Rank send someone like Vodstick? Yeah, he fought on Showtime against Adonis Stevenson, but they complained about it, and it was a mandatory. So if he wanted to fight, you know, Joseph Jojo Diaz, Golden Boy, sent him to Showtime to fight Gary Russell. He was a mandatory. So I know my boxing. Name a time where these other promoters, like, you know, DAZN sent Ryan Garcia to PBC to fight Gervonta. He said the way to fight a top ranked fighter, you have to give up everything. You have to become the C side. That's what I'm saying. And then some of these people, these promoters, they strong arm you. Like, oh, you want to fight our great DAZN middleweights, then sign the DAZN for a couple fights. Wilder, you want to fight Tyson Fury on ESPN, then sign to ESPN for a couple fights. Hey, you want Joshua, hopefully sign to DAZN for a couple of fights. Al Heyman don't be locking people in. He don't be like, hey, Joseph Jojo Diaz, you want to fight my homie Gary Russell Jr., you got to sign to PBC for 3 fights. Come on, bro. See, this is the thing. I'm telling you how bosses move. I am a boss. I'm a true Bay Area boss. It's the Don. It's me. I'm telling you how bosses move. The thing is, it's options. The more options you have, like, I'm not even trying to sound cocky, but I could tell you about my life. There's been times where I had ones, like, I had, this is where my head was at. I had several females that I was like dating, like, just casually dating, like, just go to a movie, just shit. No, I'm not gonna put all my business out there. But just I had options. The more options you have, so a girl's like, hey, you want to go get ice cream? Nah, I don't feel like that. I don't feel like no ice cream. Hey, you want to go to Disneyland? Nah, I don't really want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you want to go to a haunted house? Oh, that shit sound fun. All right, bet. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you have options. Al Heyman has the biggest stable out of all these guys, so he has options. So he can give DAZN Jesse Vargas and Brandon Rios. He can send Jacobs over to fight Triple G and build his brand and get a lucrative bag and exposure. But these other promoters, they don't have stables like that, and they don't have the confidence, knowing they don't have as vast a stable to send their top guys over. You never heard once the conversation from Top Rank that Terrence Crawford could go fight on PBC on Fox pay-per-view. How come? If you just cared about Crawford etching his name in the history books and getting the fight with Errol Spence, then why don't you put it on Fox pay-per-view? And just say, hey, I'm sending him over for the opportunity. Because Top Rank will still get a cut out of that because they represent him. So that's why I don't believe none of this stuff. Even if Crawford fought on Fox pay-per-view, his promoter is, Top Rank, they'll get a cut. But they're not going to send them over to Fox pay-per-view and let them solely control it. So it's about something bigger than what y'all understand. This is something bigger. That's why Arum keeps saying, Arum keeps saying nothing but, oh yeah, ESPN pay-per-view, because he wants to be in control of the card. You don't hear, it's not just about Crawford's career, and he just wants him to have the fight to prove his legacy. Because if that's the case, all right, send him a Fox pay-per-view. So Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford on Fox pay-per-view. I'll buy it. So it's not about that, and you know that. You know what I'm saying. Lomachenko, you see, that's why they couldn't wait for Mikey Garcia to lose. Because now they could say, Mikey, he lost every round, so he lost value. So now he's the B-side. He has to come see us. If you really wanted to fight, make Lomachenko versus Mikey Garcia on PBC. They're not going to do that. So I know what I'm saying is accurate. They're not going to do that. You never once seen them offer Terrence Crawford up. Felix Diaz went over there to fight Crawford. John Molina went over there to fight Crawford. And it's not even just their big stars. What about Zurdo Ramirez? Go send him over to PBC to fight at AT&T Stadium with David Benavidez on Fox pay-per-view. Let's see if that happens. That's a crazy fight. That's a great fight for Texas. David Benavidez, champion, and Zurdo Ramirez. And they've sparred before. Let's see that. Let's see if that fight gets made on Fox pay-per-view. See, they're not going to do that. So, to me, it's just a bunch of people talking and jockeying for position and shit. But like I said, the difference is with PBC, at the very least, they got a deep stable, so you're getting constant fights. But the other thing is this. They're matching their in-house fights pretty well. You know what I'm saying? Like Danny Garcia versus Granados, I'm not mad at that. J-Rock versus Jarrett Hurd, that's a good fight. And it's a mandatory. Wilder versus Brazil, that could be a good, climactic fight, and it's a mandatory. You get what I'm saying? It's none of this Tyson Fury, Tom Schwartz, Lomachenko, Corolla, Vodstick versus Gumbo, Matumbo, or whoever he fought. So stop it, and don't get that twisted. Top Rank's cards are definitely leading the pack over most DAZN cards at the moment. Because DAZN, they putting on like David Price versus Nelly and the Saint Lunatics and shit. Like what? Murphy Lee, is that a lunatic? I open up shop at 13. Dimes, dubs, go to sex and OC. Day. Uh-oh. What's poppin' tonight? Like you got Nelly on the DAZN card? Damn. I'm going down, baby. Yo street in a Range Rover. Boom, boom. Hot, ready to let it go. Shimmy, coca pop. Listen to me now. Light it up and take a puff. You can find me in St. Louis rolling on the soaking on the sipping bud. Me must shoulder shrug. Like, what? Nelly fighting now? Okay. Nelly and Miss Jackson gonna be there? Me must shoulder shrug. I'm from the show me state. Show me 7 and show you 8. I think my butt getting big. What? Nelly though? He said Leo Smith versus Murphy Lee. With the hook go be and shit, bro. Hey, that beat slap. Hold on, I gotta hear that beat. Hold on. Me mugs and shoulder shrug. I'm from the show me state. Show me 7 and show you 8. Like, if you don't hurry up and fight David Price right now. Hey, low key, this beat was like really slapping. Hey. Hey, he said, what the hook gonna be? Hey, who produced that? That shit. Yeah, Boogaloo Johnson back. And it's all because accumulated enough scratch just to navigate it. He said Loma fighting on Friday night. That's crazy. That's like Devin Haney just fought on Friday night, and he's a fucking contender. Like he's moving, you know. See, but this is the thing. Nipsey Hussle funeral is getting more recognition. Like, I'm not even being funny. Like, more people I've seen talking to posting. Like, I follow people who are in boxing and stuff. Nipsey Hussle funeral was getting more plays in LA and just on timelines than the Lomachenko weigh-in. And that's a fact. Rest in peace to Nip, neighborhood Nip. Okay, I'm so done with Eagles Army being this funny. He says, you can find me on DAZN, I'm beating bums. Hey, bro. Hey, you gotta chill, bro. That was pretty funny. He said you can. Why he had a country grammar remix in the comment section? He said, hey, you can find me on DAZN and I'm beating bums, hitting them up. He said, beating them up, mean mugs. Hey, you gotta chill, bro. He said, hey, you can find me on DAZN and I'm beating bums, beating them up, leaving the club. Eddie Hearn don't give a fuck. Why you say that? Oh, you talk about with the matchups. But listen, the other thing, let's talk about this real quick. Bob Arum going ham on Eddie Hearn. Oh my God, Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, like this. Okay, just so you know the complexity. Bob Arum don't care, bro. He's gonna say it. He gonna say how he feel. He said he promote Eddie Hearns is co-promoting this weekend, and he's saying all this stuff fight week. Bob Arum feel like the Godfather. He don't really care. He said Eddie Hearns doesn't know dick about promoting in the U.S. He said he don't know. He said he don't know dick about promoting in the U.S. That's crazy because he promoting the event with him. But it's a top ranked show. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Y'all getting lazy. Y'all gotta smash the like button. Ain't shit free. I need y'all to smash that like button. We working. But yeah, anyway, once again, new media. Rep the set. Gotta rep the set. Digital mind. Gotta rep this. Oh my God, we killing. Rain Man 2 sides. Damn, my shooter just blocked both sides. His name Rain Man 2 sides. Well, both sides got clapped. Saul, what's up? You excited for Triple G versus Rain Man or whoever he's fighting? Triple G versus Steven Rolls. What's up? Lala D be smoking that la la la. La la be smoking that la. What's up, Lala? YouTube has been taking away my likes. It also happened to other people. I know, bro. No, I know. I like to humor these people. It's okay. Why'd y'all block him? Why'd y'all block that dude? Y'all don't even. Oh my God, unblock that dude, bro. No, not Rain. Oh, I don't care about him. But Saul Canelo Alvarez, he didn't say nothing crazy. Someone said he was talking shit. Chingon, no, that don't mean that, bro. Y'all gotta step up your Spanish bars. You know, there's different ways to use it, but it's like usually means like what's good, like what's awesome type shit. Like Yahweh, like your car is chingon, like you know what I'm saying, like Canelo, that Bugatti he got, that shit, that's chingon. Yeah, that blue Bugatti, he got the Nipsey blue, that shit wet. Yeah, so that's kind of what that means, like that with the Canelo Bugatti. That's what you would say. He didn't. Someone act like he was calling me a Mayate or some shit. Nah, bro. Anyway. Yeah, he didn't say nothing. You have to know. I'm from Cali, bro. You gotta know your Spanish, bro. You gotta know your Spanish. Like if he would have called me a mono payot, like what else could he call? I'm trying. There's a couple things he could have said that would have been. Hey, who the fuck is this Rain Man dude? How does he keep getting blocked and unblocked and shit? Who the fuck is he? Y'all gotta chill with that unblocking and blocking. Just do whatever, but make sure it makes sense. But listen, yeah, Bob Arum was going in on Eddie Hearn. He said he don't know about promoting. Once again, new media, we just record shop. It's just what it is. What it is. The stuff I say, you see, get corroborated by other people. Like, listen, DAZN, we're gonna see what they do. You know, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter of this year, but they're off to a rocky start. They haven't really put on a big event. Canelo Jacobs is coming up. We'll see how that does. You know. We'll have to see how that does. But the thing is, you have to, in this boxing game, for when I'm giving free gyms, free game. DAZN has to find a way to create and sustain some type of momentum. You get what I'm saying? To create and sustain some type of momentum. Canelo Jacobs, boom, that's a dope fight. Everyone loves it universally. Then Anthony Joshua Miller, all right, not bad. But then Triple G versus Steve Rose, oh my God. Like, that's a momentum killer, that fight. If that fight happens, see, listen, in most situations in boxing, you got to learn for the clues. You got to learn to understand the clues. The fact that it's taking this long for Triple G's opponent to be announced, but he got announced for signing with DAZN, and instead of them announcing his opponent the day of, that's usually not a good sign from what I've seen. Just like Wilder-Joshua negotiation. The fact that it was taking so long and so public in the media and back and forth, that's usually not a good sign. So I'm not holding out my breath that Triple G is going to necessarily do the right thing like Spike Lee and fight Demetrius Andrade. I would give him props if he does that. But, the fact that it's taking this long, to me, that shows you have to understand a business, like the business world. Like new media. I could use my shit because I know it firsthand. That's why you see me doing so many live streams lately. Because I can. Everything is well. Everything is good. I don't have to fix nothing. It's not like I said something crazy and now I look crazy. So see, this is what people do. When they say all this dumb shit, they try to, a lot of times disappear. Like, they won't do a video for a couple of days. They won't do a video apologizing. Let's say people say Wilder's brother's on steroids and report the wrong news. They ain't going to do no follow-up video. And that's the worst thing, because like you look in a magazine, if they make a mistake, a magazine, the thing with integrity would be to do is say editor's correction. We inaccurately said that, Nipsey's Hussle's funeral was on Tuesday, but it's actually Thursday. Sorry for the inconvenience. But you have to have integrity to do stuff like that. You have to have some form or code of ethics. You get what I'm saying? So people who spread the bullshit and the propaganda talking about Wilder brother failed a drug test, which is still not, I ain't seen one major website or ESPN or Dan Raphael or Mike Coppinger, any of them report the same news. And it's been, a few days, and that would be big news on a slow news week. You get what I'm saying? They don't come back and correct it, because then that would be an admission to guilt, and then that would open the segue and the floodgate for people to be like, oh, you piece of shit, you said that Wilder's brother was on, and get that criticism. You don't see me doing that. That's why you see me doing all these streams. I'm living my best life. Eagles Army, we straight, we good, we enjoying things, because I don't have to do that. I haven't put anything out there that I don't stand behind. It's like Pepsi. It's a name brand. I guarantee it. We got that blue magic, We got that blue magic. So we don't have to hide and, do all this stuff and take shit back. Or I didn't say Mikey Garcia was going to destroy Errol Spence, and then when it doesn't happen, make a million excuses. That's old media. That's what they got to do. And it's not just about a fight prediction. Anyone could get a fight prediction wrong, but it's what they say. They say Errol Spence overrated. Errol Spence is weak. Errol Spence is like, just bullshit. He was on juice, but now because he weighed in light, then he's off the juice and Mikey's gonna knock him out. They say all this outlandish bullshit and lies and stuff like that, and then when what they said doesn't even remotely come true or prove to be accurate, then they have to make other excuses. Oh, but Mikey was a really small guy. No, that's not what you said. You said Mikey was gonna run through him. It takes a man to man up, and correct a mistake they made. But luckily I didn't make no mistakes regarding recent news or anything, so there's nothing for me to correct. So that's just what it is. Like I said, I stand by the stuff that I've said. Like I told you, and then not only do I stand by it, you get further proof of a lot of what I said. Bob Arum is now publicly saying Eddie Hearn don't know dick about the American boxing. Now, I didn't even say it that harsh. I just said that Eddie Hearn underestimated. You know, see, this why new media keeps winning. I don't see why y'all don't see it. It's about reliability, credibility, reliable, accurate information. You know, these dudes are saying stuff off emotion, and that emotion gets the best of you. That's why they keep losing. You know, they want to be the opposite, the antithesis of what new media is. You know, the antagonist. They want to always go against the grain. Therefore, they let their emotions ride out and do the talking, and then they're constantly wrong for that reason. Meanwhile, I said, hey, I don't know if Eddie Hearn fully grasped the U.S. market. I said this way before Bob Arum said it. I said it repeatedly on multiple streams. Now Arum's saying it. You know, so once again, new media shit. They want to be like, they want to blame a certain group of people for being haters and, you know, cancer boxing. Like, the black channels, they just hate DAZN. Like, no, it has nothing to do with it. So Bob Arum is a Jewish male, and he's saying the same thing that I said. So I don't understand it. I don't understand how you're going to try to relegate it to, you know, a certain person or the black channels or this and that, or you just hate Joshua or, you know, whatever dumb shit. Because that's the thing, is there's strength in numbers. And when so many people are saying the same thing, you know, maybe it's true. That's like someone saying, oh, you got a huge pimple on your forehead. And then you walk through, you know, your work and multiple people are commenting on it. Are you going to still be like, I ain't got no pimple? But 30 different people said you had a pimple? Like, they just all lying on you? Come on, bro. So it's looking old. It's looking old. That's a great name from old media. Out with the old, in with the new. We working. You know, just listen to what we said and what they said and see what matches up. And see what matches up. It's looking ugly. Hey, Jose is a fool. Yeah, man, we could work on that. I like it. He said old media is outdated. That's what I'm saying. The shows is getting canceled. The YouTube channel is getting canceled. Their information is proven constantly to be inadequate and inaccurate. You know, sign of the times. You know, I even see this. I even seen, like, there'll be websites and they used to get a lot of comments, like in the, you know, on the websites. Now you don't see as many comments. You don't even see as many comments because the digital mob took over. Digital mob. There ain't no running from this. This is digital mob. We working. MOB, money on top of boxing, baby. $40 a month I'm giving these fuckers. Shit, only fights I'm seeing on DAZN is Canelo fights. And I'm telling you, the thing with where Bob Arum is saying this, I'm saying it, DAZN has some choices to make. And see, now, I said this before, they have this MLB show, and it's like taking over the whole Twitter feed. So they didn't even, like, in my opinion, they haven't even effectively sowed their royal oats with Bellator and boxing. And now their whole thread is flooded with, like, MLB stuff, which may or may not concern the initial fan base that was on the platform. You know what I'm saying? So basically, we don't even know you for boxing like that. Like, you know, as the number one leader of boxing. And then now it's a bunch of MLB stuff. That, to me, that might cross some signals. You know, some people go there for boxing because that was the first sport that they really had, boxing and Bellator. But now it's just a bunch of MLB posts with some boxing posts sprinkled in there. So I think that could hurt too. It's just like, who's pulling the strings? Dead zone, as Ronnie Shields called it. He said that? Oh, wow. Like I said, see, man, come on, bro. Let's cut the bullshit. Al Heyman is a black man who's successful in America. For that reason, he has a target on his back. You could say whatever you want, you know. The Black Channel. Nobody hates Al because he's black. The Black Channel. Why would they hate him? It is what it is. Because I keep saying the same shit, bro. Y'all don't even know Al Heyman. Y'all don't even know who the fuck he is. That motherfucker could be a puppet on some strings just moving about. You don't even know who the fuck he is, and motherfuckers hate him. How you hate somebody you never even heard do an interview, or you ain't heard, like, that's like a battle rapper. You know, I'm kind of getting back into it, watching some of the recent battle raps and looking forward to the Cassidy Goods. And like, that's like me hating Goods and I never even heard him rap before. It doesn't make sense. You know, Al Heyman is like tucked. I've never seen him at a fight ever. And I know he's been at some of the fight because I covered PBC's biggest fights, you know, Wilder Fury. I know the motherfucker in the skybox, or, you know, he got one of them masks from Mission Impossible or something. He's sitting in the crowd. He's somewhere. I know, you know, yeah, he gonna oversee some of his events. But nobody know, like, I ain't never seen him at no fight. I went on bathroom breaks. I went to get, you know, concessions, and went to interview fighters, been in back hallways and portals and shit. I seen 50 Cent, all types of motherfuckers at these fights. Black Panther, Dave Chappelle. I ain't never seen Al Heyman, ever. I met so many celebrities from it. E40. You know I had to come out, sprinkle my man. Andre Ward. I seen all these people at these fights. I ain't never once ever seen Al Heyman. But people hate him some kind of way. Yeah, Al Heyman be going through trap doors and shit, and like I never see him, bro. The Black Channel, they never want to cover baseball. It's America's pastime. Why won't they cover baseball? Like, man, shut the fuck up. So, you know what it is, bro. It just is what it is. And like I said, this is it's getting old. That's why it's called old media. It's getting old. The only thing they could say to refute what I'm saying, oh, you work for PBC. Shit. I don't work for nobody. I work for me, motherfucker. And my check don't say Premier Boxing Champs on it, or Al Heyman, or Heyman LLC. You know, I'm promoting ESPN Plus. I ain't got no affiliate marketing with PBC. But I'm a real person, so I salute a job well done if they putting on good fights, and, you know, the fighters are cool and accessible, and I promote it. Like I said, notice they're quick to attack me, but they won't attack the points I'm making. That's how you know what it is. And I'm going to keep stressing that. They'll say all types of, ego, you know, I'm Ego's, you know, lover that he hides and all, you know, weird shit like that. But what about these points I'm making? When you going to refute that? Fuck all that lover shit. You know, I'll be back with some more heat. I'm going to take a intermission. We're going to continue this. Probably soon, too, because I want to get back on here. I'm going to stretch out, and I'll be back with some more heat. Shout out to my shooters. Hey, I'm going to need some of y'all to come back, too, so try to have your alerts on. But I'm going to probably do another stream in a minute. But, yeah, these dudes, they know they lying. And like I said, as long as you know I'm getting paid, motherfuckers be, oh, Wilder, you're on his payroll. You're on PBC payroll. I'm on everybody payroll. Let y'all tell it. If I say something good about Canelo, people said I've been on Canelo's payroll. I'm on Golden Boy's payroll. Why can't it just be like I'm telling the fucking truth about what I'm saying? I'm saying what I believe in, you know? And then if I say I don't like Canelo versus Amir Khan fight, you know, I'll say I'm hating on Canelo. Funny. It's funny how that works, you know? You know, we live in a society where clout chasing is, like J. Cole said, he said, the real ones is dying, the fake ones is lit. This is the society we live on. If you tell the truth, then you're hating. They don't care if it's true. They don't care if you can prove it. You're hating. You're a hater. But they won't tell you how you're a hater. They won't tell you their truth. They won't tell you like, oh, yo, this dude's a liar. You know, like, here's an example. I'm gonna leave y'all with this to think about. I'm the fucking king of this live stream shit. Man, I'm the stream king. Y'all know what it is. Hold on. We gotta make sure the cut looking clean on it. We gotta be camera ready. Okay. Listen. I'm gonna break these motherfuckers down. I promise you. Old media is going down. We just having fun with the game. I promise you that. I will baptize old media. Listen. Case in point. They never refute what I'm saying. They just say it's bullshit. You're biased. You're this, you're that. You're a liar. But they won't tell me how I'm lying. They won't say, oh, yeah, Lomachenko, he didn't get premature praise for X, Y, and Z. Or is better than Muhammad Ali. Here's why. They're not saying that. They just mad at what I'm saying. So you're not telling me, I'm saying, hey, I don't think Lomachenko's number one pound for pound. Hey, I don't see the Muhammad Ali comparison. They're not coming up and just saying, oh, he is the next Muhammad Ali. He is better than Muhammad Ali. He beat do. This is why. They're not doing that. Case in point. The easiest thing would be to refute what I'm saying directly. If my facts are off, if the dates, when I'm talking about Triple G, the people he could have fought that never came into fruition, the Andre Ward, if my variables and the values that I'm putting into these equations are off, then that's what they would attack. That would be the easiest thing to attack. Case in point, the Michael Jackson Neverland Ranch movie, Leaving Neverland or whatever. New information came out that directly contradicts the documentary's evidence and these are allegations. One, the biggest one being there's a guy who wrote a autobiography for Michael Jackson, and the documentary, I ain't even watched the bullshit, but the documentary for Leaving Neverland, the two accusers, one of the dudes, he says that Michael raped him or molested him at this train station that was built in Neverland Ranch. And he said this happened on the train station multiple times from 1988 to 1992, roughly. These are the dates, 1988 to 1992. These are different places where he was molested, including this train station. This author of an autobiography who had nothing to do with that documentary says, wait, I just wrote a book about Michael Jackson. Let me look into that. He looked into it. The train station wasn't even built in 1992. The train station didn't even open until spring of 1994. So, case in point, somebody already found a loophole in this documentary. This guy saying from 88 to 1992, he was molested. And one of the places it took place is this train station in Neverland Ranch. That's what the accuser is saying. But then evidence came out and pictures of when it was approved to have the train station built and when it was live and up. So, once again, the easiest thing you don't see the guy that wrote the autobiography that refuted the documentary. He didn't attack the director personally, say, oh, you're ugly, you're stupid, what a biased piece of shit you are, look at your beard, look at your stupid eyes, your cross. They're not saying stupid shit like that. They're going after the facts. They're going, your documentary says 88 to 92, he got molested multiple times over this span of years, including multiple times at a train station. How you get molested at a train station, the shit wasn't even open at the point. That's my point. This is the old media versus new media shit. The easiest thing would be to attack the facts that were laid out for you. So if there is a loophole or if there were incorrect, facts that were presented, then that's the easiest thing to refute. But they don't do that with us because they know it's Death Row East. Believe in that. Just like the Leaving Neverland documentary. Somebody heard it and seen what the allegations were, heard the dates, heard the details, the devil in the details, and they said, that don't make sense. Let me look at this. I don't believe that. Then they pulled up the receipts to show that the train station wasn't even around when he was saying he got molested. So how you get molested in the train station? And then they said part of the documentary, I guess, is saying that Michael Jackson, he only liked boys, and once they hit puberty, he was done with them. That's what they were kind of claiming. He's saying like once they got older, he lost the attraction for him because he was attracted to little boys. So if they got 16 or older or whatever, he never wanted them around. That's what they're alleging. So they said, okay, so if the train station wasn't fully open and Michael was living in New York at the time, then the guy did maybe come back after it was open. But it said in 1994, he would have been 17 or 18. So how did he get molested at the train station when he would have been over the age that your narrative, he came with facts, bro. He came and ethered their whole movie. And now they're talking. I heard they were trying to get the movie pulled. The Jackson estate is suing them. So they're like, yeah, your whole story's not adding up now. Like, you said he lost interest once you get to a certain age. You know, after you hit puberty, 16 or up, he wasn't really fucking with it. But then if the train station wasn't built until 1994, then at that point, even if you came back, how would he molest you if you would have been 17 or 18? And also, as a 17 or 18-year-old, right? As a 17 or 18-year-old, he says, like basically, wouldn't your recollection as an adult, you're an adult at that point. So wouldn't your recollection be on point more so being 17, 18? You know what the fuck's going on. That's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers is lying. Shout out to Icy the One. He said, where can I find it? Right here.
Allegations aired in the Leaving Neverland documentary, but now bombshell claims from a former Michael Jackson biographer are threatening to discredit the film.
Mike Smallcombe has pulled apart key facts, including dates that don't add up. For many fans, Leaving Neverland has left little doubt in their minds about the King of Pop.
He helped me with my career. He helped me with my creativity, with all of those sorts of things. And he also sexually abused me for 7 years.
But now a former Jackson biographer is challenging the accuracy of the film. Mike Smallcombe says claims by James Safechuck that the abuse happened at Neverland train station between 1988 and 1992 could not be true because it wasn't built until 2 years later. He confronted director Dan Reed on Twitter, who admitted the mistake. There seems to be no doubt about the station date. The date they have wrong is the end of the abuse. He continues to stand by the film and the alleged victims, saying James was at Neverland before and after the construction of the train station. He was abused by Jackson in multiple places over many years. But that's not the only discrepancy. The biographer also questioned Wade Robson's claim that he was molested at Neverland in 1990 while his family were at the Grand Canyon. Wade's mother has previously testified that the whole family was on the trip away.
Oh my gosh. He came with the heat. They said when Wade Robinson, I guess his family was away. His story is he got molested. His family left him at Michael's or some shit and went to the Grand Canyon. But this was stuff that went to court. So the court documents, the mom testified that the whole family, including her son, Wade Robinson, went to the Grand Canyon because he previously denied it. So that doesn't even make sense. You're saying you were at Michael's alone and your family was at the Grand Canyon, but your mama, who was an adult, testified under oath that the whole family was at the Grand Canyon on that particular trip. The shit people would do for money. I don't play with the deceased. That's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But look, they coming with, hold on, we go.
Biographer and journalist Mike Smallcombe joins us now. Thanks for your time. Look, have a few dates just been mixed up, or do you reckon James and Wade are lying about it all?
I can't say for sure that James Safechuck and Wade Robson are lying about the entire thing. I can't say that for sure, but what I can say is that at least three aspects of the allegations that are featured in that documentary are provably untrue. We've heard a couple of the bits that you've mentioned, the train station one with James Safechuck being the big one. Obviously, he alleges that the abuse went from 1988 to 1992, and it can actually be proven that, he said during the documentary that he was abused at the Neverland train station. He went into great detail about how it happened in a room upstairs in that train station. It wasn't just a fleeting comment in that documentary. It was a big part of it. And it can be now proven through documents, through photos, that train station didn't open until mid-1994. So that's a real 2-year discrepancy there. And it's not just a case of dates being mixed up. Michael Jackson spent the whole year of 1994 living in New York City to get away from Santa Barbara because of the allegations and the DA going after him, and also to record an album in New York. He moved there because of an earthquake as well. He was a bit scared to record in the LA area, but the point is that by the time Safechuck would have been at Neverland again, he would have been 17 or 18 years old. So that changes the entire narrative that film is trying to give us, that Jackson, lost interest in young boys when they hit puberty, and of course that Safechuck himself said that the abuse ended when he was 14. So it's not just a small matter.
Oh, wow, I didn't hear that part. So, oh my gosh. I didn't even hear that part. So basically what he says, he's like, that whole, since the train station part wasn't even built until 2 years after, that leaves gaping loopholes in the allegation, because they said Michael lost the narrative of the film. I didn't watch this bullshit. They said the narrative is Michael, when they hit puberty, he was no longer interested because he wanted little boys or whatever. And he said, in addition to that, the guy, the Chuck Safehouse or whatever the fuck his name is, he said the molestation stopped when he was 14. So if you said you got raped at the train station or molested at the train station, you got molested at the train station before it was even built, even if it happened after, that goes against your whole testimony, because you said that the molestation stopped when he was 14. Michael stopped molesting you at 14, and then they said with the proof of the train station not even being open at that time, then even if it happened after that and you visited Neverland, you would have been 17 or 18. So how did the molestation stop when you were 14? These are gleaming loopholes. Shout out to Baltimore. We up in here. So anyway, I use that example to further get in old media as pause. Once again, if you make a mistake, you got to pay. The best thing, if what I'm saying is true, then it's going to be true. If it's false and you have a better narrative or then why don't you explain the loophole just like he did? He's telling you some of the loopholes. Wade Robinson is saying he got molested while his family was at the Grand Canyon, but then they pulled up the testimony. Under oath, his mom said the whole family went to the Grand Canyon. These are like super loopholes into your testimony, what your allegations are stipulating. And if you went through something traumatic like that, like you're not gonna get something that horrifically wrong. Like how you gonna say you got, like, who gonna say I got molested at a train station and then the shit wasn't built? That doesn't even make sense. How you didn't remember the place? Like, come on, bro. That shit sound horrible. Because that would probably be a very traumatic time. So you would probably remember where it happened. Like, that's like me not knowing who I lost my virginity to. Like, I just forgot. Nah, that's not how that really works. Like, I remember key details, like even fights that I covered, like little detail. I remember, like, that's like me a year from now. I'm like, Spence versus Garcia. I don't remember where I went to watch it when it was such a spectacle, being at Jerry's World and shit. I don't know. Was that fight in Texas or was it in California? I don't remember. Like, of course I'm gonna remember. These are like major things. So that's a case in point. You know, you guys got to look it up. And then they said on top of that, they said Oprah's deleting tweets.
The entire narrative of that whole documentary, it's a big deal.
Well, and
They said Oprah's deleting tweets because she was supporting this bullshit. That's fucked up, man. And she knew Michael personally. Shout out to Joseph Brown. Salute Ego. Salute to the Truth. King. Spence for shutting down Gucci. Real champs, respect that for the culture. Yeah, I seen that. Somebody, he posted that. Some people in the comment section, I mean, it was on his story. I guess the lady, he knows someone from Gucci or something. They say, hey, I seen you walk by the store. You didn't come in. And he was like, yeah, I'm not really dealing with Gucci right now. And she was like, all right, let me know if that changes. Errol's a stand-up dude. You know, he's not liking how Gucci, you know, how Gucci put out that blackface line. She also deleted some of their interviews on YouTube. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why, man, I would. That's why you have to tread lightly, especially when we're talking about deceased. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about someone who's deceased, no longer here to defend themselves. And you know people can make a quick buck and like try to make a quick buck. Like Wade Robinson, he used to be he was a choreographer for like NSYNC and people like that, Britney Spears and shit. And that was some time ago. He's not really relevant. So what better way to try to become relevant again than release this bombshell, you know, that it happens to be one of the highest viewed HBO documentaries, you know, currently going. But I can't do that. I have integrity at all costs. You know, I don't give a fuck about money like that. And then they said Wade Robinson's going through a nasty divorce and broke and filed bankruptcy and this and that. Yeah, I see why you doing this, you know. And he's already on record where he said Michael didn't do it and defended Michael on talk show hosts and shit. On talk shows, and now you coming out with all this shit after he's no longer here to defend himself, talking about he touched you after you already went on oath and said what you said, and you went on talk shows defending him and saying he literally said he never molested me on a like Jimmy Kimmel or some shit. And then now you trying to switch it? That's foul, bro. It's like the people, you know, you guys got it. Money is cool, but money ain't all that to be doing to sell your soul for it. Like people, Nipsey Hussle lost his life. Lauren London and Nipsey's kids got to grow up without a father and a husband. People selling tickets to his funeral. Like, it's not that serious for money. You know, if you got tickets, go pay your respects. You know, God bless the dead. But you selling tickets? Come on, man. Listen, but anyway, that's a case in point of how old media is failing. Because you see this dude, and he's not black. You know, I know you guys want to blame the black channels. Of course you're going to support Michael, you know, say this stupid shit. So this author wrote this Michael Jackson biography and watched the documentary and picked apart the storyline and the narrative and found discrepancies that even the director of the documentary admits. He was like, okay, they got some dates wrong. Nah, it's more than that, because you're saying, how you going to say you got molested at a train station that wasn't built and then say the molestation stopped when you were 14, and then by the time the train station was built, you would have been 17 or 18. That shoots down your whole credibility. That's like me being wanted for murder, and they said, where were you at on Friday? And I'm like, I was watching Lomachenko versus Corolla, you know, and then something comes out where I'm saying I was watching Lomachenko versus Corolla in Fairfield, California, and then they have surveillance footage of me in LA walking into a 7-Eleven, you know, which is clear a 6.5 hour drive, you know, and I'm walking in 7-Eleven. They're like, hey, we got this surveillance tape of you. That my whole credibility is shot, because that's too glaring of inconsistency. I said I was in Fairfield, California. I said I was out here in this Bay Area shit watching Lomachenko versus Corolla, and then you got surveillance footage of me in LA at 7-Eleven right by the Staples Center. Come on, bro. So once again, if old media was really if they was really better than us or doing their job, then they would not be, they would pick apart nothing other than the facts that we present. When I say Lomachenko is getting praised and the comparison should stop with Muhammad Ali, they not giving you nothing. They not enlightening you and coming up with better arguments. When I said Triple G should fight Andre, they're not coming and saying, they just, oh, you're hating on Triple G. They're not saying how Steve Rolls is a better fight than Demetrius Andre. When I said DAZN and Eddie Hearns, they got to learn the American marketing and start boosting up and praising and glorifying some of these American talents. They're not coming with a better argument. So you know who's winning. Digital Mob, MOB, Money on Top Box. Let's get it.